Hi, folks. Gerald Gregory here. My book, When We're Real, will be out tomorrow. Well, it's tomorrow as I record this, but you, my friends, you are living in the future. So the book is already out. You can go out and buy it right now. Available at all online stores, especially I recommend Powell's City of Books. Great store, and I'll be reading there next week. But in another video, I said, I didn't find it very convincing that we actually are living in a simulation right now. And let me talk about that. Nick Bostrom, one thing he said online when he was asked about, Nick Bostrom, by the way, is the guy who, in his 2003 essay about the simulation argument, triggered a lot of discussion about whether or not we're living in a simulation. I have another video that talks about why his simulation argument is different from a simulation hypothesis. But later on, he elaborated and said, well, there may be a few reasons why people might make us a simulation and put us in it. One is that our descendants, our people in the future, might want to make a simulation to find out what their ancestors were like, and for historical reasons, go back and study them. They might make a simulation in order to examine counterfactuals. What would happen if Napoleon had won at Waterloo? And they could play out those scenarios to figure out understand more how their world works and how their ancestors reacted. He also suggested it may be that we're just a tourist trap. That if you're living in a simulation, it's for the amusement of the people in the future to come back and sort of walk around like they're at Westworld. And hopefully, they're not ultra-violent sociopaths who are trying to kill us for their own amusement. But I wasn't quite convinced that those three reasons would be enough reason for them to invest so much resources into making a simulation. But I did think of one reason why, if that was true, they would have to make a simulation. It would be absolutely required that they do it. And I'm not going to tell you what that is. That's in the book for you to discover. So When We're Real, it's out right now in your timeline. Thanks, folks.